Hello all. In this tutorial, we are going to learn data-driven testing, that is parameterization part 2. I have shared the link for part 1 in the description below. We have seen the use of global variables and test case variables in the test data as input in my earlier tutorials of variable types and profiles. We have also learned how to use the internal test data and external test data as an input to the test case in part 1 of data driven testing, that is parameterization. I have shared the links below in the description for these tutorials. In this tutorial, we are going to see the data binding feature of Catalan Studio. For this, I will create one test suite. Test suite 1, and I will add my test case to this test suite. Here we get one button, show data binding. If we click on this button, for now we do not have any data binding to this test case. We can add the data from here. Click add and you can add internal data or external data. This is my internal data file and this is my external data file. You can use any of these. I will use the external data file and click OK. Data iteration. Here you can select data iterations. How many data iterations you want. You want to run on all rows of the Excel file, or you want to run on particular given rows from 1 to 5 or 10 to 15, or you want to run on specific rows, for example 1, 5th row, 10th row, 14th row. You can give this combination as well for data iteration. For now I will keep all. I will go to my test case and here I will add some variables which are there in my Excel sheet. So I will add here URL. The default value will be blank. I will add username and password. The values will remain blank. Once I add these variables, I will again go to test suite. You see here the variable binding has been done automatically. You have to click map all button and it will show found 3 matches. OK. For this, you have to make sure that the name of the variable that you give in the test case and the column name in the Excel file should be same. It means the headers in the Excel file, URL, username, password, should be same as your test data variables in the test case. Only then you can use this map all button. This will allow you to map all values to this variables. If you do not use the same names as in the Excel file, you have to map these variables manually by clicking this test data column and selecting the test data file, and after that selecting the value column names. I have added one additional row to this data file with same URL but different username and password to check the data iteration. In test case, we have to change the input as we have earlier used Excel test data file, that is external test data file, for the input. Now we will change it to our test data binding. I will change the username value over here to variable and we will select the variable name as username. Same with password. I will change it value type to variable and the value to password. We will save this and we will execute this test suite. Now this test suite will be executed twice, one with the correct or valid set of credentials and one with the invalid set of credentials that we have given in the Excel file. It has taken the correct test data and logged in. Now it will take the incorrect test data, that is second row, and it has taken it. It finished execution. This way you can use multiple test data iterations for the same test case. To summarize, we followed the steps to create test case. Then we created the test data folder in project, create Excel file of test data, create variables in test case, add test data in data files of project, add test case to test suite, click show data binding and add test data, and finally we did changes in the test step and added the variables to the step, and we executed the test suite for iterative test data execution. I have shared these steps for your reference in the below description along with this video. Now this execution is showing pass. Why is it showing pass? Because even if the test data was incorrect, according to Catlon, it has executed all tests. But for us, test 2 should be failed. For this, we have to add the validation or checkpoints to check whether the values are correct or no, or whether the output that we are getting is valid or no. If it is not valid, then it should fail the test case. We will learn about checkpoints and verifications in the next tutorial. So stay tuned. If you are new to this channel and would like to learn Catalan Studio from beginning to advanced, then please click subscribe and bell icon below this video. Thank you.